Hello there, people. In this video, we're going to talk about the nastiest ability in all of Jujutsu Kaisen, at least according to its user Geto. The curse manipulation technique, originally Geto Sugur's technique but furthered by the main villain of the story, Kenjaku. It is basically that. It takes curses that the user is able to subjugate and use it in battle. It is done by first turning the target cursed into an orb, and then the user of the technique, may it be Geto or Kenny, will swallow the orb. According to Geto, the taste of the curses are nasty as hell. It tastes like vomit apparently, but it gives him a lot of versatility because he can have a lot of it and use their techniques. It's much like Yuta's copy ability. In order to capture curses successfully, first off, it has to have no master. It has to be a wild one. If not, it will reject turning into an orb. Koji messed Ghetto up because of this. He thought that the baby was free real estate. There's also the swallowing of the curse, which affected Ghetto in a really bad way. We'll talk about that later. One other condition that this ability have is that he can only take the user can only take curses that are 2 grades below him. For Ghetto, a special grade that is grade 2 and below. If he wants to take in any special grade, then there would be a further stipulations. It could be anything. There's actually no specific requirement that needs to be in place. It can be that he's only able to take in a specific number of cursed spirits when he's dealing with a special grade one, but I doubt that. Because one of the pluses that this ability actually has is the fact that there's seemingly no limit in how many curses the user can take in. Of course, so long as it's 2 grades below. This is why precisely Kenjaku wanted this technique. It gives the versatility of having different abilities using the curses. The trick bag is literally endless, as Kenjaku showed in the Shibuya. The user can also enhance the curses abilities using their own cursed energy. He said that this ability can take over a nation, which is believable. He also said that Suguru could have beaten Yuta if he hadn't divided his forces. That is, I don't know about that one. After that power up, I don't know. After that power up, I don't know if Geto can stop that. Maybe. It's a big maybe. About the weaknesses of this ability, though, there's really not much. So, anyone who probably would have this ability is going to be a special grade. This is the one ability that I'd say once you have this, you're going to be a special grade just because of what kind of ability it is. One weakness that I can say, and you could say is a weakness, is that the curses that are conquered with this ability will not get stronger anymore. But that can be covered, like I said, with the fact that the user can augment the curses with their own curse energy, getting them as strong as they could. They could. And there's also the fact that you can pretty much just bombard your enemy with this, with how many curses that you have, because they'll get tired at some point. You can also call the taste its own weakness, but that really varies person to person. Geto can say that it tastes so nasty, but does Kenjaku find it nasty? Geto was so fouled by it, though, that it ruined his psyche. It really changed him, or it really was a problem for him. Let's talk about some random facts about this technique. The cursed energy of the user of this technique, though, feels the same way as that of a curse. Maybe because they actually eat the curses, so they are essentially becoming them. And also, curses are more durable than a Shikigami. They can take more punches than Shikigami. When they're being summoned, they're coming out at the same portal as if they were being spawned naturally. Finally, let's talk about the ultimate technique of curse manipulation, the Uzumaki. It's the technique's ultimate capability, ultimate technique. It's the same thing as probably I don't want to compare it to violet, but or purple violet. I don't want to compare it to purple, but it's probably the best comparison, or it's the most maximum output of curse manipulation technique. Probably you can compare it with the meteor of Jogo. Yeah, that's probably the better comparison. What it does is it compresses the curses that the user has in the whirlpool, hence Uzumaki. That then will be shot as a projectile. The strength of this projectile depends on the quality or the quantity of the curses you put in it. The technique also has an option B. The option B is that if the curses you use is semi-grade 1 or higher, you can extract the technique from that curse. Kenjaku used this to extract idol transfiguration from Mahito. It is not clear though if the technique will stick with the user after it's used. You can also do mini uzumakis for close quarters combat, like how Kenny did it with the fight against Choso and Tsukumo. Cursed spirit manipulation technique is probably the only technique, like I said, that will put someone immediately in the special grade rank by just having it. You can't really say Gojo's technique because it's more of a combination of the six eyes and the limitless. For a lone technique, the curse manipulation is probably the strongest. And I would also say that it's far superior than Yuta's copy, which I did a video on. Watch that right here. Yeah, curse manipulation. My question to you is would you like to have this technique and be an immediate special grade? If you like the video, please like it. Subscribe for more videos. Peace.